What's going on, campers? Campfacer here. Today we're going to talk about the Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie case. Unfortunately, we all heard Gabby Petito's body was found not too far from Utah, where they got pulled over by the police from her striking Brian. Come to find out, it was, they had just some issues on the road. The police kind of let it go because it was kind of a mental health and issue, and he didn't want to press charges. You guys, I'll post a link to my other videos I talked about down in the description below. This whole case looks so bad towards Brian. This is not saying Brian is the actual person held accountable yet. There's no proof. In a court of law, there has to be 100% proof. Does it look like he did it? Did he probably do it? Yes. I want to say so. Everyone wants... It doesn't look good. And now he's hiding. And who in their right mind runs home in their girlfriend's van, leaving their girlfriend, fiance, in the middle of the country and doesn't say anything, and then when the police get involved, he goes out and hides somewhere, and they're looking for him. It's obvious, and there's so much evidence out there right now that are pointing towards Brian being responsible for Gabby's death. This whole story, I know people go missing all the time, but this story in particular is a little interesting. It's a lot interesting because it's just the series of events that are taking place. It's a young girl, a new YouTuber in the community. It's one of those stories that just grabbed everybody's attention, including my own. I'm involved. I'm looking at different things that people are posting, different pieces of evidence, things that are lining up, things that aren't making sense, or they're not lining up. That being the case, today we're going to talk a little bit about what's been being talked about on YouTube or in articles and so on. So, first off, I want to give credit to this YouTube streamer, YouTube channel. They're called Red, White, and Bethune. Now, these guys here are 100%, they're responsible. They're the ones that basically found Gabby. If it wasn't for this YouTube channel, these people, this family, Gabby's body might still not be found. Because of these guys, I'm going to explain why in a second. Now, Red, White, and Bethune, I'm going to give credit. Let's give in my video. Everyone give them a like or check their channel out. They deserve it because they were vlogging. They were traveling across the country, going through the national park, and their GoPro camera was rolling on their van while they're driving down this road, and they happened to come across Gabby's van. But they didn't realize that until later, or I think it was days later, when they were going through their footage, they realized that they saw a Florida plate on it, and they realized that must be Gabby's van because the stickers were lining up. I'll show you here in a second. But yeah, these guys, it's a family of 5, and they're 4 dogs. They travel. It's crazy. I can never imagine traveling with like 4 dogs, like 3 kids and 4 dogs in one camper. It's pretty bizarre. But anyways, let's just talk about this real quick. Right here, they posted a GoPro footage of Gabby Petito's van. We're gonna watch this and see what they see, and I'm gonna go over a few things. It looks like they were going to get a spot to camp out on the back side of the park. But you notice here, up ahead, there's the van, if you look close. It's going to be hard to see on your cell phone. You might want to watch it on a computer screen. It's a Florida plate, and there's the van as they go by. Let me just pause it. So, again, they were filming. They have the GoPro always rolling, or sometimes on, sometimes not. But I guess he forgot to shut it off, he said, in a different video. but thank God he left it on. His wife discovered the footage later when they were trying to go through all their footage for the new video, and they realized it was Gabby Petito's van, and they contacted the FBI and submitted the video to the FBI, and from there, Gabby Petito's mother got in touch with the wife of this YouTuber, and they had very heartfelt mother-to-mother, because this YouTuber, they lost a son, like their young son, on their way to Disney World back in, I think, 2010 in a car accident, unfortunately. And they can definitely relate to this whole situation. So she was trying to be respectful to the mother, asking her permission. Should I continue posting this stuff online or just give it to the FBI? The mother was Gabby's mother said, post it everywhere, get the message out. This is, so they were very supportive of this whole thing. But I just wanted to point out, a lot of people online are noticing when the van rolls, when their trailer rolls up on the van, if you look close on a big screen, you could see somebody shutting the back door. Now, take note that this is where they found the body, in the field to the left of the van. Gabby's body was found later in the same area where they reported the van in this video. Somebody was shutting the back door, and somebody else pointed out that you could see sandals, flip-flops, behind the van, and if you look close enough, the stickers will all be lined up with the police body cam footage when they got pulled over on August 12th. Some of the stickers are misplaced. There's a couple new ones, but there's still some of the original stickers on there. But let's go back and rewatch the van closing. Go back to like here. Oh, let me go back a little bit more. It's really hard to see because the door's open. You can see a crack down the middle. Like it's probably opened about 10 inches. You see like a black line, but as it gets closer, whoever's in the van must have heard the tires rolling down the dirt gravel and was like, oh shit, and shut the door. And to me, this is really freaky and eerie, especially if it's Brian and Gabby's bodies out there right now, and these people have no clue. Nope, we gotta go back further. Okay. There, right there. Oh. My computer's... It's open and it's... Now it's shut. Let's go back and look one more time. Oh, right there. Okay. If you can zoom, I wish I could zoom in on my video here. Okay, so I just opened it up in my Photoshop and I zoomed in a little bit. Now, right here's the van, and you can see the door gap about 10 inches is open. It looks like there's like some blackness there. It's so obvious the door is wide open, and they hear the van coming down the road, and they continue to shut the door. I'm gonna close this out. Hold on a second. Okay, back to the video, and if you look close, you can see it kind of shutting the closer they get. There it goes. Shut now. That's just really, really eerie and creepy to see, you guys. I'm gonna pause it right here. Okay, now you'll notice right here there's a few stickers, and there's one up top here. There's like 3 stickers and one up top. I'm going to show you guys when they got pulled over to prove that this is actually their van, because, I mean, what's the odds of somebody having the same lined up stickers? Now, take note, though, that they did, or somebody, or they replaced a couple from the previous video, but I'll show you in a second. Okay, so here's the body cam footage of August 12th when they got pulled over for her hitting Brian, because who knows what was going on. Somebody earlier did report they saw a male slapping a female a few times, and then they took off. So it sounds like to me there was some shady like domestic abuse with him onto her. I don't know why she didn't say anything, but here's the van when they get pulled over, and you'll notice a sticker here, and right here, and there's one like a triangle type figure behind this bar. They all line up, but there's a couple new ones there, and it's kind of odd to me that from August 12th to August 27th, that video cam was found driving down the dirt road. That I don't know. People change stickers, I get it, but it's just a little odd that took place when there was some like differences between the two, arguments, fighting. Maybe that's when he decided to. I don't know what happened. We all just imagine what happened. And I'll tell you guys something. In this video here, Gabby not once said to the police officers, "I love him, I'm sorry, I wish that..." She didn't say anything. Some of the officer was putting words into her mouth, basically saying, we'll bring him to a hotel, just don't text him saying, you love him, just say goodbye. They were just putting words into her mouth. It seemed to me like she was frightened and scared and upset, and she not once said, "I love Brian. I want to be with him. I'm sorry. I don't want this to happen." She was a little nervous about how to get back to the hotel to pick him up, though, because she wasn't sure if she was going to be miles and miles or an hour drive away from him, because she said she hasn't driven the van yet in this whole trip. He's been the one driving, with her anxiety and her mental health issues. Again, they were spotted with him smacking her before they got in the van, before this incident took place. I've read a few articles out there that Brian was a very jealous person with her. He didn't want any other guys talking to her. Some people mentioned that she was doing pretty good on the social media, on the YouTube channel, and he was getting jealous of that, and he didn't want he did not want other guys interacting with her in any way, shape, or form. Brian, you guys have to realize, he's the type of person that could live off the grid. She argued with him because his feet were so dirty because he does nothing but hike barefoot, and he's a tree hugger. He loves hiking, camping. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with people that do that. I'm just saying he does not come off to be the type of person that would be with a person like her that does YouTube vlogging and all about social media. It seems to me like they're two different people split right down the middle. She's this way, he's this way, and that's where they were clashing. So to me, it seems like Brian, maybe from here, she wanted to tell the officers, "I just want my van, I want to go back home." But you guys think about this. She's in the middle of the country with this guy, and at this point in time, maybe she's scared to death of this guy. Maybe there were things that we don't even know about that were happening behind the scenes. Maybe he threatened her a few times. Maybe he said, "If you try leaving me or taking off or tell the police any of this, I will kill you." Like, who knows? Maybe she was scared to death. She just wanted to get home. Doesn't know what to do at this point in time. She was just crying with the police officers, and maybe she thought after this incident things could get better, but unfortunately they got worse. I also do know in their video posted on the one video they have on their channel, that Brian, in one video clip, somebody mentioned this, I don't know, don't hold me accountable if it's false information, I'm gonna have to go back and look. Somebody said if you freeze it at one point in time, Brian's in the background reading a book on missing women that go missing, that people do investigations on, and I didn't know that. I'm gonna have to go back and look, and correct me if I'm wrong. If somebody can find that clip, please leave a comment down below, and I'll zoom in on it and check it out. Leave like the tag. Try to leave the link. I know my videos don't allow links, but leave a comment saying, hey, I found a link, and then leave another comment with the link, so that way I know to go check my spam folder on my YouTube channel. Okay. Anyways, I think that's all I had to talk about today. This whole case is very odd, very creepy, very weird. It just sends chills down my spine every time I see the YouTuber trailer camper going by that van, thinking that Brian could be locking the doors to the van, trying to cover up the evidence, and her body could be at that point in time in the brush in the field to the left of that van. Again, these people that shared that video with the FBI, obviously they went to that location and found the body. If it wasn't for them, her body might still be missing. But because of these people that also lost a child in 2010, you know, thank God for these people. These people are the kind of people out there, like, it's almost like meant to be, because they lost their child and they're always giving back. They give back all the time on their YouTube channel. It was like meant to be that because they accidentally left their GoPro on. What was the odds of that? That they left their GoPro on and caught the van there. That's some hard evidence right there too, because if they need anything in a court of law, there it is. And who else would it be in the back of the van shutting? Unless it was Gabby, maybe nothing happened at that point in time, and Gabby was the one shutting the door, or maybe they both were just in there. But I want to say Brian was in that van, and she was missing. But yeah, this is a horrible story. I'm going to continue. I'm going to keep you guys up to date if they find Brian or anything else comes in. I know these videos are definitely different from what I do on my channel, but I just take interest in it, and I want to share it with you guys. And, you know, I pray for the family, her friends, everyone that knew her. This is horrible. But we need justice. We need justice to see how she was murdered or what happened, you know. And I'm afraid they're not going to find Brian's body if he kills himself. Or even if they do, it's going to be really tough because we're not going to know what happened. I just want to know. We all want to know what happened. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I want to say thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys in the next video.